Hello everybody and welcome back to Modern Tuesday.
Magic.
Exactly. So, Pionium, if you're watching. By the way, I don't really remember offhand what your real name was, but I remember it was really cool in the email that you sent me with your shipping address, so, yeah, great name. I don't remember it, and I probably would mispronounce it even if I did. But, yeah, so we packaged up your tokens, signed them, of course. Those will be in the mail shortly. Alright. And, yeah. So, considering where you are from, that might take longer than usual, but you'll get them eventually. Alright. Oh yeah, so we're playing.
He's practicing yoga.
So, yeah. So we are playing a game here. We're playing Modern, of course. Like I said, I am playing basically a mono blue Living End As Foretold deck. I think we'll call it like Living As Foretold, because that sounds kind of cool. But yeah, it's basically a mono blue version of that uses As Foretold instead of the Cascade cards to cheat a Living End out, and the fact that you're using that one instead lets you fill it out with actual cards that cost less than 3, like Remand and, stuff like that.
You have early plays.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah, you don't have to skip your first few turns. I mean, not that the other version does, necessarily. I mean, it just uses those to cycle, but it's kind of a one-trick pony. This one is a two-trick pony. Mm-hmm. You can just play a control game. I also have a few lands in here that tap for black just in case you're really at a disadvantage and you just have to suspend Living End or cast one of the blue-black cyclers. Or yeah, that's the only reason that stuff's in there. So that's what I'm playing.
As for me, I am playing a 4-color Saheeli Rye list. Of course, utilizing the Feldar Guardian and Saheeli Rye Oops, I Win button.
Yep.
And it's like a mid-range shell of just good stuff in the meanwhile. With Eldritch Evolution as a way to fetch out either like the Feldar Guardian or a Kikijiki, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you also have, are you running main deck Sun Titans too?
There's one main deck.
Okay, yeah. So I guess that's always an option too. That could also be an oops, I win out of nowhere if you somehow...
Yeah, if you have 2 Saheeli Ryes in the graveyard, then...
Yeah, sounds good. So, to decide who goes first, let's here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll these two. This one has a bunch of animals or critters on it, and this has body parts. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a fight between a fish's right hand, so I guess that's like a fin, sort of,
flipper,
and a frog's left leg. That's tough. Who wins in that fight? Probably the frog, because frogs do jump.
They do jump with their legs.
Yeah.
So you'd think there'd be a little bit more power.
Yeah. I feel like a frog would win this, because a frog could also be on land.
Yes.
The frog could just take the fish out of the water, and then the fish will just die. So, there's that too. Yeah, alright. So, you'll be going first, and we will see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1.
We've got... those.
Whoop. And for me. That's what I'm working with. Alright.
Breeding Pool untapped. Oath of Nissa.
Okay.
Well, we shall take a Feldar Guardian.
Okay. So you got the cat. Now you just need the cop.
Enter go.
And a turn, I will cycle a Street Wraith. Going 18. Now draw for turn. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Should have cycled on my upkeep, get the first play in.
True. River of Tears. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Stomping Ground untapped. 16. And a Coiling Oracle.
Yep.
Which will reveal a Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
Enter go.
Draw a card. There's a Sunken Ruins. Go ahead.
Fancy Lands.
Yeah.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can get away with playing a lot more interesting lands when you're
Go to combat.
blue just splashing. Yep.
1.
17. Little snake boy who could.
Hallowed Fountain tapped.
Ooh. Pretty.
Burbs of Paradise.
Yep.
And a Birds of Paradise.
That one I'm going to remand just to draw a card. And keep you off of having a million mana next turn.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's not terrible. River of Tears.
This who needs basic islands and a mono blue deck.
Exactly.
Which,
I mean, technically...
Which give you black mana, so... Well, I guess you
I
can filter it.
can filter it. And I only need 2 blue. So I'm going to filter one of these black into 2 blue. And that's black, of course. I'm going to transmute a Talaria West.
Oh-ho.
Which will fetch a Living End. Cost 0 as well.
Fun.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Flooded Strand. Attack you for 1.
16.
Four mana for Feldar Guardian.
Yep.
Bouncing this Coiling Oracle.
Yep.
Who shall reveal a Reflector Mage to my hand.
Alright.
And... Oh, I played the wrong one of those. I meant to do this one.
Sure.
Get that a forest and play that birds.
Sounds good.
Enter go.
Draw a card. Make a blue with this river. Cycle Curator of Mysteries. Draw a card. Here's an island. And we'll filter that black into some blue. Not that that really matters. Here's an As Foretold.
Oh.
And then we will go ahead and cast Living End.
So these end up in my graveyard at the end of the...
Yep. And I get a Street Wraith and a Curator of Mysteries. Not the most exciting, but I will take it. Go ahead. Some of these have haste.
Untap. Draw for turn. Flooded Strand. Crack that going to 14. Find an island. Not going to shuffle too much because we are going to go white, green, green for a Renegade Rallier.
Did you get Revolt?
Yeah, because I just cracked this
that.
Flooded
Yeah,
Strand.
you did.
And then I'll get that Flooded Strand back and we'll crack that again going to 13.
Sure.
This time we shall find my basic planes. and 3 mana for a Reflector Mage to bounce your flyer.
Sure.
You can't even cast him next turn. Sure go.
Untap. Put a counter on that. Draw a card. Can't cast it, but I can still cycle it.
Guess you could just still cycle it.
Attack you for 3.
We'll take it. Go to 10.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Go to combat.
Yep.
5.
11.
Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
Sure go. Not really a card I needed a whole bunch of copies of.
Yeah.
But this one is shiny.
It's true. It is shiny. I'm gonna... Cycle a Curator. Really? Make 2 blue. Cycle a Curator.
Oh. This really doesn't want just a 4/4 flyer. Or he's just living end again, of course.
Yeah. Cycle a Striped Riverwinder. Alright. And we'll untap. Counter on here. Draw a card. Attack for 3.
7.
So for free off As Foretold, I'm going to cast Search for Azcanta.
Oh. Another good card to fill the graveyard with.
Yeah, it's not bad. Here's a Field of Ruin, which turns these into swamps, basically. And I can't cast that, I don't think. So... Or I can, this came in before. So
yes.
These are free to be cast again, yeah.
Yes, so if you want to cast Curator, you can do so.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Go to combat.
I'm facing me out here. 5? Sure.
5.
6.
And try for Kitty.
I will remand that for free off of As Foretold.
Haha. Enter go.
And a turn, cycle a Striped Riverwinder. Cycle a Striped Riverwinder.
Oh, you got all 4 copies.
Cycle a Curator of Mysteries.
It's 3 copies of that.
Right. Untap. Search first. Yes, I'll put this search in there. So this flips into Azcanta the Sunken Ruin. Then counter on this. Then draw. Hmm. Hmm. Three.
Go to 4.
Not really sure what that noise is. Activate as Kanta. Top 4. Yeah. Take an ancestral. Put these on the bottom. And I get a free cast, I believe, still? Well,
Yes.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay. So, cast ancestral for free this turn.
Can't go wrong with that.
1, 2, 3. All right. Apparently you can. That's not good. Island is land for turn. Pretty close to just having a discard here. Yeah, we'll try this one more time. Strike Riverwinder. Cycle that.
Did you already cycle 4 of those?
Yeah, that's the 4th one. That's number 4.
Oh, I thought you had
2,
already
3.
cycled 4.
No, I cycled 3 of the other one. Yeah, 3 of the other one. 4 of that one. Anyway, draw a card. Okay. So we will discard As Foretold in the River of Tears.
Poor river.
Which is what I'm having right now. Just really need to find another living end. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Go to combat.
Yep.
5.
1.
Feldar Guardian.
This flickers something. Yeah. Hate having to do this, but Supreme Will that off As Foretold. Counter unless you pay 3.
I mean, yeah, we'll pay 3.
Then I'll mana leak it.
Poor kitty. Enter go.
Need to find one this turn. Put that up to 4. Draw a card. So I've got 3 mana to play with, potentially.
You can cast free cryptic commands, my god.
Three.
Go to 1.
Unfortunately, I have no way of pushing through that 1 extra. Cycle Architects of Will. Activate as Kanta. Top 4. Oh, what is happening here? Grab another Architects, I guess.
Isn't it non-land, non-creature?
Oh, is it non-land, non-creature? Okay, I'll grab a Mana Leak then.
Oh, right. Just non-creature, non-land.
Yeah, I'll grab a Mana Leak then. Here's a Bojuka Bog as my land for the turn. Exile your graveyard.
Rude.
Pass turn.
Untap. Would have been great if you had Living End. Draw for turn.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd find one digging like 20 cards deep, but...
Go to combat.
So, for free, I've As Foretold.
My God.
Tap your team, draw a card.
We'll try for a Shalai, Voice of Plenty.
Leak it.
Yeah. And a Lotus Cobra.
Oh, that's in the deck. Cool.
Intergo.
Untap. Let's try this again. Put that to 5. Draw a card.
Do you got a Living End or an Ouroborg?
Let's see here.
Or Cryptic.
Yeah, Cryptic would work too. Look at my top 5. 4, so. Well, there's all the Living Ends. Take a Living End. So you've just got a Shalai in there. I feel like I could deal with that, probably. So
You would have flyers, so...
yeah. So I think then actually the smart thing to do would be do that off that. And then that. Yeah, I think that would be better. Okay, so off this As Foretold, we're going to cast another As Foretold. And then off that As Foretold, we're going to cast Living End.
Yep.
So that ends up there. Get those. Almost the full set of my cyclers.
A lot of threats.
There's a lot of stuff. And have I played a land? I don't think I have yet. Here's a Field of Ruin. Go ahead. Oh, I also look at the top 3 cards of target player's library and put them back anywhere, so I'll look at yours.
Yeah, that's probably for the best, because you don't want me to top deck a Saheeli Rye at this point.
Do I put them back in any order? Okay, well, then this one on the bottom. And it's fine like that.
Untap. Draw for turn. Very exciting. Windswept Heath.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 3.
Lock it?
Pump it. Pump my team.
Sure. I mean, I don't really care. Just need to block it.
Crack this.
Yep.
Dead.
Oh, that kills you. I don't even get to cast this free Cryptic. Oh well. Alright. So, finally did find one. I was getting a little worried there that I only put one in the deck.
Did I remember to put those in the deck?
There were 2 in a clump, so fair enough. So that was game 1, and we'll see you in game 2. All right, game 2. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. And for me, a hand that is probably going to look very different after my first turn. But that's what I have. All right.
Forest Oath of Nissa.
Okay.
Should I take the one that's different? We'll take the one that's different, the Misty Rainforest.
All right.
Enter go.
Draw a card. Here's an island. I'm going to start by right now, actually, cycling a Street Wraith, going to 18. Draw a card. Okay, that kind of changes my plan a little bit. Suspend an Ancestral. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Misty Rainforest, crack that. 17 for Hallowed Fountain.
It's a very pretty expedition.
Dropping cards. And Coiling Oracle.
Okay, even a foil one.
Birds, which is almost a land, but not quite.
Is that what you hit last time, too?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Enter go.
Untap. Let's put this to 3. Draw a card. Okay. Here's an island. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Okay, this is looking like I have the same friggin' hand. Go to combat?
Yep.
1.
17.
Coiling Oracle.
Sure.
That will reveal a Horizon Canopy.
Not bad.
And we'll play Misty Rainforest as our land for the turn.
Mm-hmm.
And, ow, 16 for Burbs.
Okay.
And Georgo.
End of turn. Cycle Architects of Will. Draw a card. Cycle Architects of Will. Draw a card. Cycle Street Wraith. Go to 15. Draw a card. Untap. Put this to 2. Draw for turn. Play...
I suppose I'll join you at 15.
Sure.
Go fetch.
Play a River of Tears as my land for turn.
Find a stomping ground.
And... suspend another Ancestral.
Cards for days, huh?
Pass turn. Eventually.
Untap. Draw for turn. Flooded Strand. Three mana for a Saheeli Rye.
One damage to each opponent. Copy something, yeah. I'm gonna remand that. Draw a card.
Crack Flooded Strand, going to 14. Finding an island.
Do it again.
3 mana for Saheeli Rye.
Don't forget your point of damage.
Yes, 13. And we shall scry 1 and 1 damage to you.
14.
And that can go to the bottom. And finally, attack for 2.
12.
Enter go.
Untap. This goes to 1. This goes to 3. Draw for turn. Feel the Ruin. It's my land for the turn. I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Forest.
Mm-hmm.
And what is best here? I'm going to go down with Saheeli.
Ooh. Okay.
To make a copy of Coiling Oracle. It shall be this
Sure.
Elf Warrior, because that's a token that we have close by. And Wooded Foothills from that.
Windswept Heath.
Windswept Heath.
More or less the same thing.
And go to combat.
Yep.
3.
I will take that. Going to 9.
Bird's Paradise.
Yep.
And try for another Saheeli Rye.
Interesting. What does that do for you? I mean, I guess you can copy another thing. You could scry again. Yeah, you can have that.
So places this one. And we shall go up and scry 1. 1 damage to you.
8.
To the bottom. It's your go.
Right. So, go to my turn. That one goes to 2. This one goes off. So we'll draw 3. Then we'll draw for turn. Don't know how good this is actually going to be, but we'll give it a shot. Cycle a Curator of Mysteries. Draw a card. As Foretold. Living End.
So, get nothing.
Couple Street Wraiths, couple Architects, and that Curator. So I'll look at your top 3 and my top 3 with these triggers. Ooh. Ugh. I think I want it in this order. Like that? Yeah, in that order. And then my top 3. None of these are great, but sure. We'll keep it like that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Haven't played land yet, so I'll do that. River of Tears. Go ahead.
End of your turn. Crack Windswept Teeth, going to 12. What was I going to draw? Nothing very exciting.
Thing is, I mean, you can still pretty much just kill me out of nowhere if you have what you need in your hand.
Plains.
And now you get a fresh look at the cards on top, too, so... Could just win out of nowhere. My shields are down. Don't have any one-mana counters.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Actually, I guess you got a couple looks at it, because you also have Horizon Canopy.
But we
or you just have it.
Yeah, we just have it. Here's a Feldar Guardian.
That works. Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
And of course, go down to make a copy of it.
Yep.
The copy that comes in flickers Saheeli Rai.
Yep.
Goes back up to 3. Who makes a copy of it. Repeat.
Yep.
Until we fill the board with Feldar Guardians. And swing.
Yep. No point in trying to block because you made an absurd amount. So yeah, there's probably a way I could have played that a little more conservatively and like because I had answers to this, but I mean you also had to had to be one of the like 2 cards in your hand.
Yes.
So, yeah, I figured going for the win.
I figured by trying to I was trying to bait out the cryptic command by playing the second Saheeli Rai, and then. I guess I don't know if you thought that maybe I just didn't have the Feldar Guardian at that point.
Actually, what I was playing around was you had the mana open to Eldritch Evolution, one of your 2-drops away. If you, so I was actually thinking the second Saheeli was bait, and then you would just Eldritch Evolution and use the other.
There was another option that I could have done.
Yeah.
So Living End would have cut that off, but
yeah,
I just had the Guardian.
Yeah. All right. So that was game 2, and we'll see you in game 3. All right, game 3. Show my hands. That's what I'm working with. Go ahead.
And we've got those.
Whoop. All right. Gonna kick things off with an island. Go ahead.
Very exciting.
Extremely.
We're going to kick things off with a Stomping Ground untapped and an Oath of Nissa.
Okay.
Because, I'd like birds on turn 1, but this is okay too.
Yeah, it's a good, decent card.
I
love how Oath of Nissa makes it into quite a few decks, actually. None of which have Nissa in them. Her Oath is good enough, but she isn't.
Because you use her ability to, tap for mana, because she's green, to cast the other people in the group.
Exactly.
Which one of these do I want? It's actually a tough choice. I think we take this Lotus Cobra.
Alright.
Enter go.
End of turn, I will cycle a Striped Riverwinder. And a Street Wraith as well. Going 18. I'll untap. Draw for turn. Cycle an Architects of Will. Ew,
Is this
really?
the trying to hit your line drops?
Yeah, I would have thought cycling 3 things would have got me there, but okay. I think as sad as this is, and it is sad, Talaria West is a land. Go ahead.
Oh. That is a little sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept a 1-lander with 3 cyclers, thinking I'd be able to cycle my way out of it.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable enough keep.
I'm only running 20 lands, but still.
Windswept Heath. It does suck having to use a fetch land.
Yeah. Not quite as much as thing that can fetch a win condition.
No, that does suck a little bit more, I suppose. Yeah. And we will find a plains.
At least you have an abundance of those.
So I believe the deck has 12 fetch lands, so
yeah.
I guess I'm a little more likely to draw those than you are living ends.
Mm-hmm. Or ways to fetch them. But
and
don't think I can afford to miss a land drop that early.
A Lotus Cobra.
Yep.
Turgo.
Draw a card. Alright. That is unfortunate as well. Cycle a Curator of Mysteries. Oh, no. Go.
Untap.
Is this the way the world ends?
Draw for turn.
I just like to point out
We're going to cast a Lotus Cobra.
Yeah. Oh, God. This is going to hurt.
Misty Rainforest.
Oh.
Yep. Adding 2 green.
Okay.
Crack that for 16. And we shall find...
I have 5 mana this turn? Jeez.
Shall find a forest, because I'm overthinking things.
Okay.
And add 2 white.
I was going to say you can add more green. Just 5 green. Yep. 2 white?
2 white.
So you have 2 white, 2 green floating currently?
Yes. We'll add a 3rd green floating. And then we'll use the 2 white and the green for Feldar Guardian. Bouncing this.
Yep. The 2 white and 2 green, you mean?
Yes, so using 2 white and 2 green, leaving 1 green floating, bounce this. Turn that to the battlefield.
Ooh!
Add a red and a blue.
Oh my god.
Red, blue, and that green for Saheeli Rai.
I mean, I don't know why you tapped your Lotus Cobra. But...
Alright. Okay. Didn't need to do that.
You need to do that.
No, because I used the green float.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I even have that as just extra mana.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, drawing the Saheeli Rai slightly changed my plan this turn.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You got it.
And,
can't do much about that. I wasn't really...
yeah.
I could have not cycled this and left up one of my counter spells, but I wasn't really expecting both of these to come down in one turn.
Yeah, on turn 3, you just don't expect that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the second Lotus Cobra off.
Yeah.
Oath that made it possible.
Oh, that was the second one?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'd kept the 1, because I figured it'll give me decent enough.
That's
and I was going to just take an extra fetch land, but then you see a second Lotus Cobra, and you have to
brainstorm.
I
mean, that's not that close. But...
So, making clones of Feldar Guardian.
Yeah.
And I guess the last one, I'll make a 3rd Lotus Cobra buddy, because they put in work.
He attacks for more.
Exactly, he attacks for slightly more. Yeah. And, all in, except this guy can't attack because he's got summoning sickness.
Yes. His clones don't.
His clones don't. But he's just got to chill. Actually, he did all his work.
I think one of those Cobras does too, but...
Oh, yes, one of the Cobras
Whatever.
does. So,
yeah,
only 2 Cobras attack.
You got me. So, yeah, I actually had lots of ways to prevent this from happening, but I figured cycle this looking for a land is probably better, because I wasn't really expecting to die on turn 3.
No.
But,
it was going to be this into a Coiling Oracle until I thought about it a little harder.
Yeah. So I had those as answers, right? I had As Foretold, Search for Azcanta, which would have been nice to put down, but I never had really the ability to just waste a turn and not make a land drop. But I did cycle into a whole bunch of Cryptic commands, which are pretty sweet when you're stuck on 2 lands, so that's always good. 3 different ones, too.
3 different ones.
Look at that. All right. So that was this matchup. not sure if that's usually how it goes or not, but that was really sweet.
But
so.
Yeah, double Lotus Cobra is a little stupid.
All right. So that was this matchup, and we'll see you on Friday.